broke my heart. So just got that picture. Now, let me just go back to the concept here. As soon as you're standing on the risers, the tendency, the risers kind of attract a set of standing on the heels, singing in a choral fashion, etc., all that's wonderful, but it stops the forward motion of the song that is naturally there. Once you've set that up, you've told the audience, this is the way it's going to be. But then you're actually slowing down slightly. You slow down slightly. As soon as you started moving around, you did not slow down. It's partly, for some of you, because of snapping. It's partly because of moving. And partly simply because it's different. And you say, whoa, I'm not working so hard to make this happen. So the song is, I don't want to say it's a throwaway, but it could be so much fun that it's just all in the attitude, and this is, you're not going to get to me this time, again and again. That would be very easy to put a couple of moves of some sort in if you wanted to.
Sure.
If you can get that feel. Okay, so let's just see, make it very, very clear, make the decision right now. It's very clear in the introduction is that very rubato, but it has a sense of dance to it. Then it has a two-step sense to it. Then it's got a waltz sense to it. Then we're back to the okay.
It's got some interesting chord changes on words that actually shift from one mood to the other.
That's right. Yeah.
My memory takes me to.
Yes.
Right.
Now that's because the arrangement, I don't know who arranged it. That's an instrumental, that's a band arrangement technique, right? That's what you would hear the big bands do. That's why it's kind of reminiscent to those of us who have heard that kind of music more. It's a technique, it's an arranging technique that bands use. So it's a set of chords or implied chords. And it sounds a little bit, interesting, Earl Moon was one of these guys that everybody said, oh, Earl Moon, and Lou Perry and all that. But Earl Moon was always on the edge. He did all kinds of music that was really edgy for barbershop. And a couple of those chords a few years ago, they wouldn't have allowed that to happen because it's got to be a rule. You know, and we've got to stop that from happening. So now it's not a problem, those implications.
Well, that example you just used, Charlie, the leads are staying on the same note, so what do we do to participate in that?
We'll talk about that. What you need to do is you need to intensify it.
Okay. So let's direct the introduction, everybody. Directing exercise in the introduction. And then a sense that is on a what move?
My memory takes me to the wonderful nights we knew.
Is there a move on two? Is there somebody singing two?
Everybody is except for me.
Okay, but there was nothing physical happened either in the hands or the bodies. So like, my memory takes me to some mud, mine takes me to, ooh, let me hear, can we hear the music please? There's more music there, there's something supposed to happen, let's hear it. Don't make him drag it out of you, you give it to us.
My memory takes me to the wonderful night.
That's 50% of the way there. Wonderful, I do get a sense that you guys are doing over here, baritones are doing something, and the basses. Can we do it together now?
And leaves change the intensity.
My memory takes me to the wonderful nights we knew when I made love to you.
Okay, sorry, we're dropping the energy out of love. I don't care if the volume goes down. Like, love, love. It'd be a lot better than love.
And these you're not quite doing.
I think. Could be wrong. Where's my...
Right off. Love to you.
The way I just did it was better than the way, okay? So keep the intensity. Here we go.
My memory takes me to the wonderful nights we knew when I made love.
you, and I'm like, love to, you make it melodic. Don't worry about what these guys are doing. You make yours prettier, please. Love to you.
It's time to do it.
This is really nice.
My memory takes me to the wonderful nights we knew when I made love to you.
Yes!
Until the dawn. You left into my surprise.
Left into my, not and. You left into my.
This is head and shoulders above the first night.
To my surprise, I'm laughing with tears in the eyes, because I realize I can't go on.
And why would I want to?
Darling, with the parting of the ways, you took all my happy days and left me lonely nights. Morning never comes too soon, I can face the afternoon, but all those lonely nights. I feel your arms around me, your kiss, it lingers yet. You taught me how to love you, now teach me to forget. You broke my heart a million ways when you took my happy days and left me lonely nights. I feel your arms around me, your kiss, it lingers yet.
Everybody, I feel your arms around me. Everybody give the waltz tempo because it's a little too plotty. It's not quite waltzy. It's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It makes the difference.
And some
2, 3 is what makes it a waltz.
Don't ignore the tempo that I'm giving you either. Some of you think it should go slower. Sorry, you're not allowed to do that. If you think it's going to go slow, just don't go slow. Okay. You don't ways from there. I want you to do.
Broke my heart a million ways when you took my happy days and left me lonely nights. I feel your arms around me, your kiss, it lingers yet. You taught me how to love you. Now teach me to forget.
Now teach me.
Yeah.
It's not now teach
Teach
me.
me to forget.
You can have,
Teach me to
you can have something unbroken in a second too.
Do the waltz tempo again.
Okay, can I have a second?
Yeah.
Rod was just yanking my chain. It's really important. There's little changes. There's the rubato at the very beginning. It's lovely kind of a flow. There's the two-step. There's the just before the slow down part actually has a little vamp for half a phrase, and then it goes into 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 times. It's 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's make sure we hear that. I don't want you to overpower it with snapping. I'd like to hear the 3, 4 because it's so much different. It's not what's expected. That's why, so it's going to be clear that that's where it is. 3, 0.
It'll be a little clearer if you actually